But actually,
this is political.
And I'm happy to clarify that. As I say, there was an additional threat that was made about the chairman, Zia Youssef, and you get to a point where you can't tolerate this anymore. And it's really unfortunate, but ultimately, Rupert had been doing some great work on a variety of important issues. But ultimately, if you can't work with someone, if a situation becomes impossible, which regrettably, in our honest opinion, is where it had got to, then you have to say, this is not going to end well. And so we made the right judgment.
Internal tensions within Reform UK escalated yesterday when the suspended MP, Rupert Lowe of Great Yarmouth, accused Nigel Farage of launching a vindictive witch hunt. Lowe claimed that the bullying and threat allegations against him were fabricated as a backlash to his recent criticisms of Farage's leadership, alleging that party leaders had coordinated a campaign to force him out. Amid this turmoil, some Conservatives hinted that Lowe might find a new home with them, noting that Farage's supporters described his situation within Reform as untenable. In a prior interview, Lowe had likened Farage to a messiah who should delegate more, a comment that further exposed simmering tensions. Richard Tice, the party's deputy leader, denied that the decision to report Lowe to the police or strip him of the party whip was due to his criticism of Farage. Speaking to Sky News, Tice explained that ongoing internal challenges had finally reached a breaking point. Although he praised Lowe's work on several important issues, Tice insisted that when collaboration becomes impossible, decisive action is necessary. He also revealed that a separate threat involving party chairman Zia Youssef prompted the leadership to make their issues public, a move Tice described as unfortunate but responsible. Tice indicated that Lowe would likely not be readmitted to Reform, stressing to the BBC that the party was moving forward as a united team without him. Earlier on Friday, Reform accused Lowe of workplace bullying, making physical threats against the party chair, targeting female staff, and displaying a disturbing pattern of behaviour after receiving 2 complaints from female employees. In response, Lowe took to social media in a lengthy rebuttal, denouncing the allegations as maliciously concocted, with no credible evidence, claiming they arose solely because he dared to question the leadership. Lowe maintained that the accusations only emerged after disciplinary proceedings against the employees had begun, and pointed out that no concerns had been raised by parliamentary authorities. He also rejected claims of non-cooperation with an investigation, stating that he had engaged at length with the investigator. Labeling the episode a vindictive witch hunt, triggered by his pointed questions of Nigel Farage, Lowe condemned the party for wasting police resources and spending members' money on what he saw as a betrayal of their trust. The dispute, Lowe argued, stemmed from his outspoken campaign for mass deportations, a stance that had already drawn warnings from senior party figures regarding his views on migration. Despite acknowledging that his questions about the party's structure, policies, and communication could be uncomfortable, Lowe insisted they were essential for accountability. Meanwhile, Chris Philp, the Shadow Home Secretary, suggested that Lowe might consider joining the Conservatives. Although Lowe has not yet applied, Philp emphasised that the Conservative Party welcomes members from across the political spectrum.